Hello students, today we are going to discuss about leveling. So what is leveling? Leveling actually measurement, elevation measurement in vertical plane is known as leveling. Okay, or the second definition of leveling, it is an art of determining elevation of any point above or below a datum line or establishing given point of a required height above or below the datum line. Means firstly we have in leveling we have to determine the elevation of point with reference to a datum. Means suppose you have taken datum of bottom surface of any building, that is your datum. So you measure the height of building is 10 feet, so that is the height from ground level, that is from the ground level 10 feet is the height, but the height of building that is taken from mean sea level will be different. So what you have taken a datum, on the basis of that you have to measure the elevation of a particular point in leveling. So what is its elevation from the datum? Second thing in leveling is to establish the point of required height above or below the datum line. Okay, suppose when we take an example like that, suppose this is your undulations of the ground. Okay, the elevation of this point is 100 and elevation of this point is 101. If you want to make a road, so firstly we have to keep this in mind, in which elevation we want to construct any road. So if we want to construct a road on elevation of 101, then we have to join this line and we have to fill this area. Okay, if we make a road from a elevation of 100, then we have to cut these portions. Okay, so based on that, by determining the elevation of point, it is clear that on which elevation we want to establish our ground at 100 or 101. Okay, so when we got the elevation of ground, then the establishment of points to a definite or a particular level, that is also called leveling. Okay, the terms used in leveling, first is level surface. So a level surface is that surface which is parallel to the spheroidal shape of the earth surface. That surface is called level surface, and the line drawn on level surface is called level line. So top surface of any pond or stagnant water, that is a level surface. Okay, so any point that is parallel to the spheroidal shape of earth, suppose this is spherical shape of earth surface, then the surfaces that is parallel to this curvature, these are all the level surfaces. Okay, so the example of level surface is stationary water in pond is the example of level surface. Okay, then datum means it is the level of a point or the surface with respect to which levels of the points are calculated, that is called datum. Okay, suppose we measure our height. Suppose my height is 5 feet 10 inch. So from where we measure the height, my height, that is from the foot. Okay, so bottom of the foot is my datum. So the reference point from where the measurements are taken, that is called the datum. Okay, next is mean sea level. Mean sea level is the average height of sea for all stages of tides. Okay, generally datum for elevation measurement for large survey, when we are going to survey of large area, then mean sea level is taken as datum. So here the term mean sea level, because the tides are came in sea, so we have to take average height of tide. On the basis of that, mean sea levels are decided. Okay, so in every hour we measure the maximum height of attaining of tide. Okay, so in 24 hours you will get 24 into 19 readings, 24 into 24 readings. Okay, these 24 readings are taken up to 19 years. Then average of 19 years readings will be taken. Those average reading is taken as mean sea level. So that mean sea level is assumes as zero reading, from where every railway station is how much meter above that mean sea level, that you can easily see on any railway station, like in Vijayawada Junction. Then Vijayawada Junction is 200 meter from mean sea level, means mean sea level is 0 and Vijayawada Junction is 200 meter above that mean sea level. So on the basis of that, every railway station in India is written as 200 and 300 or 400 meter above mean sea level. So that sea level is taken at Karachi, that is now in Pakistan. After dividation of the country, that is taken in the Mumbai. So Mumbai, from Mumbai we measure the mean sea level for the India. Reduced level. The level of a point taken as height above datum is called RL of point. Okay, suppose this is my sea level. Okay, and here is my point A. A is my point. So elevation of point A from this datum, this elevation is called RL or reduced level. Next definition is benchmark. Benchmark is a point of known elevation, means whose elevation is known to you. That point is called benchmark. So when we want to start a survey, then a benchmark is taken. That benchmark will be a tree, any building, temple, gurdwara and any other religious things. Okay, that is stationary or for a long time, so that will be taken as benchmark. So the elevation of benchmark is always known to you, like when we are going to make a survey from railway station, so the yellow board that is present in railway station written as 200 or 300 meter from mean sea level, means elevation of that board is known to you. So when we make any survey from railway station, you will get two reduced levels of every point of survey lines. Okay, plane of collimation. What is plane of collimation? Suppose this A point is our benchmark and we know the elevation of this A point is 100 meter. Okay, then we erect our dumpy level at this position, and from the dumpy level when we see any object, that is called line of sight. Okay, we put leveling staff at point A, so this line is called line of sight or line of collimation. Okay, so the elevation of this line of sight is called plane of collimation or height of instrument. Suppose we note the reading at this leveling staff is 1.2. So plane of collimation or height of instrument HI will be backside plus will be RL of benchmark plus backside. Okay, so RL of benchmark means reduced level of this benchmark is 100. Okay, and BS means first reading that is taken from the instrument, that is BS. So BS is your 1.2. So when we add 100 plus 1.2, so that will be equal to 101.2 meter. Okay, so that will be your height of instrument or plane of collimation. Okay, then like this diagram, this is your benchmark and elevation of this benchmark is 410. Okay, and this is your instrument dumpy level. We take reading on the leveling staff that is established or located at benchmark. So this reading is 6.31 feet. So RL of benchmark plus backside is known as height of instrument. Okay, so 410 plus 6.31, that will be 416.31 feet. So 416.1 is the height of instrument, means RL of line of sight. So height of this line from the datum, height of this line of sight from the datum is called height of instrument. Okay, so what is line of sight? Actually, in the telescope of dumpy level, there is a plus sign is given. When we see inside any dumpy level, then there is a diagram, there is some intersection of point is visible like a plus. So this plus is a crosshair, and there is a object glass present in dumpy level. So the center of this object glass and center of this crosshair will be joined by a line. So this line is called line of sight or line of collimation. So the line which joins center of object glass and center of intersection point of crosshairs, that line is called line of sight or line of collimation. Okay, next is, sometimes this line of sight is horizontal and sometimes this line of sight is not horizontal. Okay, when this line will be not horizontal in case of when we measure the distance, when we take elevation of a point from a long distance. So this line will be in curve position, then we have to provide some corrections on this reading to get the accurate reading for this location. What is backside? So backside is the first reading that is taken after the setup of the instrument. That reading is called backside. And the last reading that is taken after the setup of any instrument is called foresight, and the reading that is taken between backside and foresight is called intermediate sight. So like in this diagram you can see this is our dumpy level, and the first reading that I take on this flag, this is a temple and this is flag on this temple, and firstly we put our leveling staff on this temple and we take our first reading 2.230. so that is our backside because this is first reading. After that I take 2.005. okay, then after that reading is not visible to me, so this is our backside and this is our foresight. There is no intermediate side in this place. okay, after that I shift this instrument to this location and take first reading on this location or point that is occupied by in last location. okay, so I take reading again at this point, so reading is 2.925. then this is called backside. After that I take reading at this point 2.75, then at this point 2.365, then 2.925 is backside. This is our IS intermediate side and this is our foresight 3.365. okay, and we shift our instrument from this place to this place, so this point is called, after that location of instrument is shifted, that point is called change point, where we take the foresight as well as backside. okay, when we take backside and foresight at one location or one point, that point is called change point or turning point. line of sight that I have explained, change point, line of collimation, temporary adjustment of dumpy level. so temporary adjustment of dumpy level, the adjustment to be made at every setting of instrument are called temporary adjustment. so following three adjustment are required for the instrument whenever set over a new point before taking a reading. so first is setting up, second is leveling up, and third is focusing. so in setting up we put our dumpy level or auto level on the tripod stand and we tight our instrument on tripod stand and fix the legs of tripod stand on the ground and adjust dumpy level up to the level of our eye level, so that readings are taken easily and comfortably. Second is leveling up. so in leveling up we level our instrument. For the leveling of the instrument, we firstly there are 3 foot screws are present. One ABC are 3 foot screws of dumpy level. so we keep our split level of dumpy level parallel to 2 foot screws. In this diagram we keep our split level parallel to AB foot screw, and rotate this AB foot screw clockwise or anti-clockwise, inward or outward. Okay, both the screws are rotated inward or outward until the bubble that is present in this spirit level are not come in the center. Okay, then when this bubble comes in center, then we rotate this telescope and keep this bubble tube or spirit level parallel to third foot screw and perpendicular to previous one, means perpendicular to AB but parallel to C. Now we only rotate C foot screw to keep or to bring the bubble of this spirit level in center. When the bubble in this spirit level is come in center, then we rotate this instrument 180 degree and check the instrument comes in level or not. When the instrument not come in bubble that is not in center in that location, then repeat the process until this bubble comes in center. Focusing. So focusing is necessary to eliminate the parallax while taking the reading on the staff. So following two steps are required for the focusing of the instrument. First is focusing by eyepiece, second is focusing by object glass. So focusing by eyepiece, so we put a white paper in front of object glass and rotate our eyepiece until you can see the crosshairs or plus sign in front of on white paper. So that is the focusing by eyepiece is done. Focusing of objective glass is for the telescope is directed towards the staff and focusing screw is turned till the reading appears clear and the sharp, and rotate the focusing screw until you can see the staff readings clearly. By this we can eliminate the parallax by focusing screw. Here there is a diagram that is shown. So in this diagram a simple leveling example is given. So we set our instrument at L1 location and the A position 200 is written, means reduced level of A is 200, and we take reading or the A is taken as benchmark whose elevation is known to you 200, and we take first reading at benchmark, the reading is 2.7, so that is our backside. After that we take reading on point B 0.8. So what will be the reduced level of B point? So firstly we have to calculate plane of collimation or height of instrument. So height of instrument, the formula of height of instrument is RL of benchmark, that is 200, plus backside is 2.7. So reading is 202.7 and foresight on B is taken at 0.8. Okay, so RL of benchmark is height of instrument minus IS or FS, that is the formula of calculation of reduced level of any point. So RL of point B is equal to height of instrument 202 minus foresight 0.8. So 201.9 will be the height of reduced level of point B. So this is a diagram of differential leveling. So here in this setup we take reading 1.35, then 1.65. After that we shift our instrument at this position and take reading 1.40 and 1.70. After that I shift this instrument to this location and take reading 1.3 and 1.85. And how can we calculate the RL of each point. Okay, so this is our A point, this is CP1, means change point 1. Why it is change point? Because two readings are back side and foreside are taken on this point. Okay, so this is change point 1, this is change point 2. Okay, so we assume the RL of point A is 200 meter and reading taken on point A backside is 1.35. so what is height of instrument or plane of collimation at L1? So the formula of calculation of height of instrument is RL of benchmark plus backside. RL of benchmark is 200 plus backside is 1.35. so 201.35 meter is height of instrument at location L1. Then foresight taken on CP1 is 1.65. so RL of CP1 will be RL of HI minus foresight. so HI will be your 201.35 minus foresight is 1.65. so subtraction of these two terms gives us 199.70 meter, that is RL of CP1. Again we shift our instrument from this place to this place and take first reading at this point 1.40, and back side will be always added and intermediate side and foreside always subtracted. Okay, so this 1.40 will be added. You have changed your instrument location, then you have to find your new height of instrument. So that is calculated by a formula RL of benchmark plus backside. so RL of benchmark means RL of CP1. so CP1 is your benchmark. so benchmark RL of CP1 plus backside. so 201.10 meter is your new height of instrument. Then foresight is taken on CP2 is 1.70. then this 1.70 is subtracted from 201.10 meter to get the reduced level of point CP2. Okay, like that we can calculate another readings to find the reduced level of different points. Okay, like that we calculate the RL of CP2 199.40 meter. Again we shift our instrument to L3 location. so backside on L3 is backside to LP2 from L3 is 1.30. okay, now this CP2 is your benchmark. this CP2 is your benchmark. Okay, because the elevation of this point is known to you, that is 199.40. so 199.40 RL of benchmark plus backside is equal to height of instrument. so that is 200.70, and foresight at B point is 1.85. then RL of any point is equal to RL of benchmark minus foresight or intermediate side. so here foresight is 1.85. so 1.85 is subtracted from 200.70. so your answer will be 198.85 meter. so that will be the RL of B point. so we have calculated RL of CP1, RL of CP2 and RL of point B. Okay, so every point RL of CP1, RL of CP2 and RL of point B. so where you put your staff, elevation of each point will be calculated. Okay, so if you have any doubt you can ask me. Okay, thank you.